My twin sister framed me for stealing from our restaurant and got me fired. Sarah and I worked at the corner diner for 2 years, splitting shifts like we'd split everything since birth. Customers loved our twin act. Same auburn hair cascading down our backs, same scattered freckles, same laugh that could fill the entire dining room. But underneath those identical features lived completely different souls. She was the charmer who could make grumpy truckers leave $20 tips on $10 meals, spinning stories about her weekend adventures while refilling coffee cups. I was the steady one who memorized every regular's order, who stayed past closing to help the dishwasher catch up, who never called in sick even when I had fever dreams. Everything shifted when she started dating Marcus, our night manager, a decent guy who wore the same faded Levi's every shift and clicked his pen when stressed. Suddenly Sarah was getting prime Friday night shifts, the coveted window tables where tips flowed like water, never having to scrub grease traps or mop sticky floors. Meanwhile, I found myself stuck with dead Tuesday lunch crowds and Sunday morning hangover customers who ordered black coffee and left quarters. I bit my tongue because I desperately needed this job. Community college tuition and mom's medical bills from her accident weren't paying themselves, and our family's savings had evaporated faster than steam from the coffee machine. Then the register started coming up short, $20 missing after a busy Thursday night, $43 gone following Saturday's dinner rush. Each time, Marcus would count and recount the bills, his face growing more haggard, that pen clicking faster between his trembling fingers like a nervous metronome. The third incident broke something in him. Marcus pulled me aside after my shift, his usual easy smile replaced by this uncomfortable grimace that made my stomach clench before he even spoke. Emma, we need to talk. The till's been coming up short, and it's only happening during your register shifts. The accusation slammed into me like cold dishwater. Marcus, I've never taken anything. You know me, I count everything twice, sometimes 3 times. I even recount tips to make sure they're accurate. I already checked the security cameras. His voice carried reluctant disappointment, like he genuinely hated catching me. The footage shows you alone at the register during the exact times money disappeared. We walked to his cramped office behind the kitchen. There I was on grainy black and white footage, clear as daylight, reaching into the cash drawer and slipping bills into my apron pocket. The timestamp matched the theft reports perfectly, but watching myself commit this crime felt fundamentally wrong, like staring at a funhouse mirror reflection. Something nagged at the edges of my consciousness as I studied the screen. Marcus, look at my hair in this footage. He squinted at the monitor. What about it? It's down, flowing past my shoulders. I never wear my hair down during shifts. His pen stopped its relentless clicking. What do you mean? Health code regulations require long hair to be restrained in food service. I've worn mine in a tight bun every single shift for 2 years. It's automatic now, like putting on my apron or washing my hands. That night, I confronted Sarah in our shared bedroom. She was sprawled on the carpet, painting her nails cotton candy pink, humming some mindless pop song like she didn't have a care in the world. Sarah, why is my hair down in the security footage from Thursday? Her nail polish brush froze mid-stroke, a perfect droplet of pink suspended in time. What are you talking about? The footage of me supposedly stealing money. My hair is completely down. I never wear it down at work, ever. Color drained from her face like someone had pulled a plug, and then she crumpled into ugly, desperate sobs that shook her entire frame. Not the pretty tears she used to manipulate Dad, but raw, broken crying that came from somewhere deep and guilty. Emma, I'm pregnant. The confession tumbled out between gasps. Marcus doesn't know, and he told me he'd break up with me if anyone discovered we were dating employees. I panicked, needed money for a doctor's appointment, and you always follow every rule perfectly. I thought they'd just give you a warning, maybe dock your pay. The betrayal felt like being gutted with a rusty knife. You used our identical faces to systematically frame me? The security cameras can't distinguish us from behind. I just borrowed your name tag from your locker and wore my hair exactly like yours. It was supposed to be a one-time thing, but then Marcus started monitoring you more closely, and I couldn't figure out how to stop without confessing everything. I stared at my sister, my twin, my other half, the person who'd shared a womb with me and knew every secret fear I harbored, who had weaponized our shared DNA to destroy my reputation and livelihood. The next morning, I marched into Marcus's office armed with evidence. 2 years of work event photos documenting my consistent up-to, signed health department training certificates with my acknowledgement of hair restraint policies and character references from 3 regular customers who specifically praised my attention to cleanliness rules. Marcus fired Sarah on the spot when he realized she'd been manipulating his emotions to create perfect cover for her calculated thefts.